I invited a guest because
you.
We had a guest on. We recorded an episode. Mm-hmm. We put an episode together. Guest wasn't happy for the episode to go out, so the episode never went out. That's my opinion on it.
Thanks, Jack. Well, basically, we got this stush-ass bitch on the show a couple of weeks ago who didn't want herself to be seen without a filter. So what happened was when we were editing a little bit here, her persona changed. She didn't want the show going out. She didn't see any content from the show, but decided the content wasn't good enough to be put out. That's what happened.
Thank you for holding back, Steph.
Do you have any message for the guest?
No.
If you have anything to say to them?
Not really. Fuck you, Die Slow.
Mate.
I'm joking. I don't really care. It worked out better for us because she weren't that good.
200 views.
Yeah, she weren't that good personally by herself, so helped us out. Thanks.
We're back.
We was just bullshitting.
I don't know.
Let's wrap it up.
Wrap what up?
Wrap it up.
What
I
up?
need that box.
Wrap what up? And for my next guest,
Jack has been officially banned from inviting anybody else on the show. Our solicitor said that was part of the call.
I didn't even know I had a solicitor.
I do.
I didn't even know I had one.
If we go to jail...
Mate, you should have seen me when I found out. I was like the streets kicking bins and stuff. You can't do it. I was like, calm a liar, bitch.
If we were in court, you would have met him.
So we're back. We weren't cancelled.
We weren't cancelled.
We're back.
Nobody,
from the
they
dead.
can't stop this.
Can't stop us.
Can't stop, won't stop.
What we're going to talk about this week. Well, we know what we're not allowed to talk about.
Yeah.
What is it, Raheem Sterling?
Yeah.
Being shouted at.
But it doesn't start with Raheem, does it? It starts with Uber.
That's sort of a wider society issue, isn't it? I think I saw somebody that were quite nicely saying this isn't football's problem, it's a society-wide problem. So you can't, yeah. But apparently the guy wasn't shouting out, "You black bastard."
What was he shouting?
Inverted commas, by the way, so don't get offended. Apparently he was shouting out, "You mank bastard." That's what he was shouting at him. Oh, that's it, mank.
C-word.
See you next Tuesday, yeah. Okay then, and now it's like, well, now I've lost my membership to Chelsea. Now I've lost my season ticket and I've lost my job. I hope you're all happy with that now.
Well, just say, prove it.
But
prove that's not what you said.
The thing for me is as well, it's sort of like, okay, even if you were saying that, you're still on camera shouting "you mank cunt" at someone. Like, you'd probably still lose your job.
Quite possibly.
And excuses with football and stuff. Oh, I've caught up in the moment. I've got passionate with the game.
You've been to football games and you heard some of the stuff they shout. And you're like, why? Like, even your supporters are shouting that to the team. You're like, why are you shouting that? That's just a guy playing football, man. This is a game.
Let's say he did shout something out racist. It's just utterly bonkers. Like, and it's always that argument where you think, why are you shouting that out when if Gabriel Jesus or Fernandinho scored a goal for your team, you'd be cheering him. I don't understand it. It just boggles my mind. But then that's what they're using as an excuse afterwards. But I'm not racist because I support Man City and we've got lots of black players.
I've got a Sane shirt.
Yeah, but you just shouted out black cunt. So which one is it? I know which one's the more like offensive one.
I think it's more. Of course, it's racist, but it's more a part of that environment than it is directly, I hate black people, that's what I'm saying. They feel licensed to be able to say what they want to the opposition.
But then I think it's more like the media emboldens it even more, doesn't it? You only have to look at the kind of stories the papers put out about Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, of course.
I think one of them was like, after losing PFA Young Player of the Year, Raheem Sterling's photographed getting breakfast.
But don't you think they've got a...
How dare he get breakfast?
They've got a really big thing about Raheem as well.
I don't know, what has he done?
He's Jamaican. Playing for
Rich.
the England team.
Jamaican.
They did the same thing Johnny Barnes, remember?
Rich Jamaican. Black.
England player.
Played for England.
Yeah.
Yeah. Left Liverpool as well. Went somewhere else. Yeah, can't do that. But then that's all doesn't seem to do anything. And someone put, well, they went after Gaza. They went after John Terry. John Terry, literally proven racist. Shags people's wives like he's going out of fashion, and his dick's going to fall off. So he's got to get as many people's wives in before it does. And then you've got this young guy that's literally been hammered at every turn. And one of the only reasons I can think of is because he runs like a dinosaur.
Runs like Lennon.
See, it sounds. So if someone shouted out, "Oh, you T-Rex cunt!" at him, then you'd be like, "Okay, fair enough."
Yeah, because
it makes sense.
that's just marking observations, isn't it? It's just like, that makes sense to me.
It just.
But they Uber had the same thing the other day, banana skin thrown at him.
About me, yeah.
Like,
you've
consciously left your house with a banana skin or banana.
I'm going to Dave, I'm just going to get my banana from the kitchen. Just in case you get close enough to throw it at him.
Go really stick it at him tonight.
I don't know what's worse. That person's either brought it on purpose to throw it, or they've got it out and they're eating it. And then they're gone, I shall fucking show you. It's like, what?
I don't know.
Maybe it's from a place of bitterness, because they're looking at these people and they're doing better than them in their eyes, because they're multimillionaires, they're playing football, they're living the dream, and then they're like, you shouldn't be doing that because you're black.
But regardless of all of that, you think that's really, like, Aubameyang's probably on like 200k a week, yeah? Drives a chromed out Lamborghini, flash house, got some money, good looking guy, great footballer, and I'm gonna throw a bit, gotcha, like in your face.
But it's sort of clinging on to that old, this is the only thing we've got left now to try and tear someone else down.
So weak. But
Fat Dave from East London, it's the only thing he can cling on to now is, I'm going to take the piss out of you for the colour of your skin.
No, but do they not see that this was the motivation for these black players 20, 30 years ago? They became even greater because of that.
It's as if we're
so
going
maybe they're
backwards.
helping out. Maybe they're like, he's not quite hitting form today.
Well, fucking definitely. Fucking definitely. But I think it's the last thing they cling on to, isn't it? But it seems as if we're going backwards. It's sort of getting worse.
I don't think we're going back. We've gone in a straight line. I just think it's been clouded over, and everybody thinks it disappeared. It's always. I've heard it happening. Like the
people are like, oh, this is
this is some new stuff.
Every day.
this happens all the time.
I'm telling you.
I'm turning around and saying it doesn't exist. Yeah, it actually does. No, we've seen it firsthand. But the whole new spotlight on it, and people go, oh, really? It does? Yeah, of course it does.
But I think a lot of it falls at the door of the media, because it's not blatant. Well, no, it is blatant. But the undercurrent of the only reason they're targeting and attacking these guys is because they're black. Phil Foden had bought his mum a house, £2 million house, and it's like, Phil Foden's setting up for the future for his family. Then literally another Man City academy player, it's like this, Man City academy player blows 1.5 million on party pad. It's like, there's no difference in these two stories, but how they're put across, what's the difference here? Why are you saying one's setting up for the future? What is the the black guy's not setting up for the future?
I'm playing devil's advocate.
I know you always do.
But how is that different from me reading it and somebody else reading it? Because we read the same thing, but we don't go, oh gosh, Raheem. We go, that's the same thing.
Because I think I argued before, people are stupid. So if they're constantly
so
seeing this,
you can't blame media.
Yes, you can.
You can't blame media for people being stupid.
You can for fueling this bullshit.
Blame the education system and their parents. Don't blame the media. Because they see exactly the same thing as us. And I know enlightened white people that don't buy that crap.
And everything that's written, there is a meaning behind it. So why? Why target black football players all the time? That's the scary thing.
Because it sells papers. Because then those ignorant white people go, yeah, oh, look at this, with their mates, look at the sun. And they have a conversation about it.
Well, the Sun's come out in response to Raheem Sterling's statement, hasn't it? Said it's absolutely preposterous. It's unfounded. It's literally there. Yeah. You can literally see.
Yeah, but I'm blaming the people. I'm not blaming media.
Raheem Sterling buys mother new bathroom. It's like, what?
Big up Raheem.
What do I think Chelsea Football Club should do? Well, I'm going to come out and say it.
What?
I think that club's institutionally racist as it is.
The club?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll have to see in the papers not too long ago, what was it, a youth coach, it had come out of bin, they reckon some of the racist abuse he'd been saying to players was horrific, and it'd been brushed into the carpet. John Terry. You've got lots of stuff going on at that club.
But it's a club, isn't it? Wouldn't you blame more the supporters? Because the supporters are... Obviously, that coach was probably a supporter as well. Their fan base.
But I think if you're not clamping down on things, you're just giving people a licence to do them.
Because they do employ and pay quite handsomely quite a lot of black people.
Doesn't matter.
Kind of does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, if there were
No,
teams...
you can still be institutionally racist
if
and
there were
employ
a
black people.
If there were a team that didn't have any white
I'm pretty sure if
any
the
black
EDL
players...
had massive offices somewhere, they'd employ black people if they could pay them cheaper than white
nobody
people.
would work for them.
Yeah. People that always want to earn that dollar bill, yeah.
Only stupid people. They deserve everything they get. B word. We have to touch on it. I know we touched on it before. We have to touch on it again because it's big in the news this week.
How's she still in the job? And I think I said this last time. She's like, I'm gonna have the Commons votes, and then she's like, fuck, I'm gonna.
Because she ain't quitting. That's why.
She just fucks off. She's like, I'm going to go to Europe, meet with the EU leaders, try and rehash out a new deal. Well, now it turns out she's gone to rehash a new deal like this. No, we're not renegotiating.
She ain't going to rehash a new deal.
She
knows there's no new deal. She's going out there to say, look, I told you they would say that shit.
She's delayed the vote until January. I think she's just she's just going to keep delaying it.
Yeah.
But then the EU have come out and said, look, guys, you can stop this. You could just have a vote in your parliament, which everyone says, we can't even vote on our laws. And they've gone, well, no, you already can. But anyway, it's fine. Vote in your parliament, you can cancel the whole thing, it's fine. You can stay in the union, it's all good. So we can have our people's vote. Vote to either have the deal we have currently or vote for the Theresa May's deal. I think we could have a referendum on that and that could be the end of it. But no, Theresa May's still just desperately running away from any possible decision she has to make.
But don't you think it's dangerous rhetoric because you could then continue to have votes?
No, I don't think we should.
I
I don't think we should leave it into the hands of a referendum ever. That's why we have MPs, but I think it's our MP's job to look at this as it is now and go, this is fucking ridiculous. We shouldn't do it.
What about the backlash from that?
No, well, fuck the backlash. Of what? Of all the fucking gammon-faced fat people going,
there's at least 17 million of
I'll
them.
be dead in 2 years. I don't think it's sort of...
So you think it's only old people that want
Pardon?
out the...
No, I think the people that will get so militant about it are probably people that can't fit out their own doorway.
No, I think it's a lot of the general public.
I just think it's... There is no benefit from leaving. There is zero benefit from leaving. I don't care what... No one can tell me nothing. There is no benefit from leaving.
I don't
It has literally made us poorer, and it's only going to make us even poorer. And there's no point in doing it. Absolutely no point in doing it.
So...
And the only reason we're doing it is because...
Because 17 million people voted for it.
That's what was the margin of victory? 52 to 48 or something?
Like that,
4%? I just think it's just ridiculous.
But then what happens if it goes the other way and it's 51 to 49%? Do you vote again? And then again,
I'm just sick
and
of
then
it now.
again.
I'm just sick of hearing about it now.
But that's the reality. Like, this is where we're at now. I'm sitting back going, nah, let's see what happens. I'll be all right.
I still don't think it'll happen.
I'm a survivor. So, regardless of what happens, I'll be okay. I don't sell a product in my business, so I don't worry about customs and all that
Start
stuff.
running out of medicine and food.
Eh?
Yeah.
Well, you have health.
Huh? I ain't heard about this. Medicine and food.
Huh?
We're staying with me.
Do that face. No, we ain't gonna run out of nothing.
They've been fucking stockpiling it, mate. Stockpiling medicine and food in case of a no deal.
Stockpiling it where?
They're not going to tell everyone, are they?
This is my
They won't
point.
tell everyone, will they?
This is just stories we're hearing, and we're going, okay, they're stockpiling food. Why? Why
where?
would they?
Not going to tell everyone where they stockpile the food, are they?
Where could they possibly be stockpiling food for 65 million
rule
people?
Of Stockpile Club is don't tell anyone where you're stockpiling.
Explain to me where you could, and so nobody
Warehouses.
knows that it's there.
People have secrets. You know this. You've been here when we had the flat Earth one.
NDAs all over the place.
Secret documents and stuff. Yeah.
I think that's nonsense.
I don't think it's nonsense.
I don't think for a second that this country's going to run out of food or people are going to be starving.
But I don't think. But the thing is, if there's a no deal, The amount of stuff that comes
It's
in and comes
never
out.
going to go to a no deal.
I don't think it will happen. I think it will just go. We'll go on like this, and then they'll go.
It'll fizzle out until people
Or
even forgot.
we'll just end up having a new general election, and we'll end up with a minority Labour government or something.
But it'll fizzle out until people forget what the issue was.
Yeah, this guy, guys, this is going
Because
on. We can't do this.
That's
anymore.
what happened yesterday, and you could see that's what happened. Because I watched
Well,
some
didn't
of
she
it
say-
yesterday.
She said something sort of like, "I'm doing what the public want" or something.
Yeah.
And then everyone just started laughing.
No, but the whole thing was they were going, why don't we vote against? She was like, that goes against what the referendum was for, and people won't trust us anymore. And then on the
Don't
other
trust you
hand,
now anyway.
on the other hand, she was saying, there's no way we're accepting no deal. So I'm like, well, if they don't accept that deal, and you're not going to go down the no deal, then there's just this limbo that this country's going to be in.
And she said before, wasn't it? If the vote fails, do it again. What are you hoping a load of them die or something, or like what's going on? You're not going to get it through.
What's happened? Let's just wrap it up. What's happened is she went to the EU and they said they didn't even talk. They just handed over a piece of paper. There's your deal. Off you go. And she was like,
This is the same. This is the
Off
same.
you, I said good day, sir.
Oh my god.
And then she left, came back. They looked at it and said, oh, we have to sell this shit. So they tried to sell it.
Have you seen the
and
video
then
of Andy Serkis, the guy that
Yeah.
got him?
And then she said, okay, what I'm going to do is, I've heard what you're saying. I'm going to go back and speak to them. And they said, remember when we told you there's no other deal to be had? That's it. So she's gone there just for a chat. And then she'll come back with the same thing.
She's gone there because she doesn't want to deal with any of this stuff in London.
She's not going to come back with anything new.
It's like, hey, you need to deal with this. Well, whilst I'm in Europe trying to negotiate a better deal.
She's gone there for lunch and chat to her mates
It's just fucked. It's all fucked.
and moan about how stupid her parliament
We'll
is.
still be talking about it in 2 years.
But like I said, it's not her fault.
it's all their fault.
It's not her fault.
It's all their fault. It is her fault. She shouldn't have invoked Article 50 when she did. Before they'd even sorted it, like there was no time limit on that. She was like this. Right, should we
Pressure from the people.
Right, should we plan this out properly? Make sure we're going to fit. what the fuck are you doing? We're going to have it. We haven't planned anything.
I saw a red button.
Fucking smashed the button like 2 hours. We've got 6 months to sort this out. What are you doing that for? We could definitely end up remaining because it quite easily. She'll end up having a vote in her confidence, so she won't be able to be leader anymore. Then they'll have to call a general election because the government's already. The government is no longer governing, is it? Because if a government cannot put through its own laws, what's it doing?
They were there for 11 hours yesterday.
Doing what?
They didn't achieve anything.
We've got
And they'll do it again.
They've got a cheaper bar in there, haven't they? Losing.
Where are they gone?
I don't know.
You don't know. So who ate them all?
Someone come round and they just ate them all.
Someone come round and ate the cakes.
Yeah.
So someone broke into a home and ate Mr. Kipling's Angel Slices. Didn't take the TV, didn't take, some jewellery. They took these cakes.
And it was a black man.
What if she isn't lying? What if a black man had actually broken into their house and eaten their Rudyard Kipling Kipling cakes?
Rudyard Kipling.
I was like, we're now hearing live. Rudyard Kipling's cakes. No, that kid.
It looks staged to me.
It looks staged. They just wanted to get the hits.
Yeah. It looks staged, but then
Want to get those hits. We would never stoop to those levels.
Then you're teaching your child that that's okay.
They don't give a fuck, do they? They don't care.
No, that's the reality. It's like that's how it perpetuates throughout generations. So they've obviously taught her.
And
then say it was a black guy, it would be hilarious.
I work with someone, and we were in the office listening to music on a boombox. And I said to her, "Oh, can you change the radio station on the boombox?" She went, "What did you just call it?" I went, "It's a boombox." She went, "No, it's not. It's a wog box." I went, "Sorry?" She went, "That's a wog box." Oh, you're doubling down. You said it again. She was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "You can't call it that." She's like, "What can't I call it? What do you mean?" I was like, "Do you not know what that means?" She was like, "No, that's just what they are right now." I was like, "No, do you not know what wog means?" She was like, "No." I was like, "Oh, thank God." Because that, for her growing up, that's what all she'd heard them be called.
Mm-hmm.
So she just automatically assumed that it's okay to call them that. And then when someone's like, "Whoa, hang on," when I explained it to her, she was like, "Oh my God, But I was like, just don't call it that again, ever. Please.
You explained it. You took time to
Yeah,
explain it.
explain it to her, yeah.
I wouldn't let her carry on. I would take her to a black party. Can't tell him to turn the wog box up.
The DJ's called DJ, what was the thing you called it? That's what the DJ's called. Fucking love you, DJ, man!
Just got a call from the academy, and that call basically said, Kevin, apologize for your tweets of old, or we're going to have to move on and find another host. Talking about the tweets from 2009, 2010. I chose to pass. I passed on the apology. The reason why I passed is because I've addressed this several times. This is not the first time this has come up. I've addressed it. I've spoken on it. I've said where the rights and wrongs were. I've said who I am now versus who I was then. I've done it. I've done it. I'm not going to continue to go back and tap into the days of old when I moved on and I'm in a completely different space in my life. The same energy that went into finding those old tweets could be the same energy put into finding the response to the questions that have been asked years after years after years. We feed in the internet trolls and we reward them. I'm not going to do it, man. I'm going to be me. I'm going to stay in my ground.
So Kevin Hart, that's a big subject.
The shortest,
apparently.
The shortest stint being Oscar host ever, isn't it? It was as if someone was waiting to hit that button when he got a big job, because those tweets have been there to see for ages, and he's had big films, he's done lots of stuff, and it's as if someone's just waited for him to get that thing, and then like
get to that pinnacle and then knock him back down. Almost
fuck
like
you,
almost like
hit the fuck you button.
What's the guy's name who did Birth of a Nation? Nate Parker. Yeah, Nate Parker. When he made that film, all of a sudden his college rape accusation came up. And this guy's been in movie upon movie upon movie.
But then what is it? It's just, I don't know. It's
what would you suggest he did differently?
I think the apology, well, it wasn't an apology at first. When the story first broke, he put a post, didn't he? And that wasn't very, his PR must have been going, what are you doing? Because it was all just sort of people have been really negative, blah, blah, blah. Sort of like, hang on a minute, mate, like, okay, you've put up some homophobic tweets before, using homophobic language. I think he'd used tweets.
Something about, I wouldn't want my son to be gay or something like that.
Yeah.
If I saw my son playing with the dollhouse, I'd break it on his head.
Yeah. I probably would too.
No,
but nobody cares. Nobody cares about the child abuse actor. It's like, oh, the gay people. Like, his son's just been knocked out by a doll's house. Nobody cares.
What's interesting for me is it homophobic not wanting something for your child?
Absolutely not.
Or not wanting your child to turn out to be something?
No, because
that's quite interesting.
That's a good. In the same respect that if you would want your child to be able to play with it, you can't have an opinion contrary to that. Is that what you were saying now? Is this society we're living in? You can't. You have to say that you're happy with that, even though you're not.
But
what's wrong with being honest?
But the thing, I think there were tweets, weren't they? It was tweets. And people are interpreting them written word as they want. That could have been a joke.
Yeah, it more than likely was a joke, because guess what? He's a comedian.
So who are we allowed to joke about now? White people. Sometimes.
No, not really, because that's reverse racism.
White people and straight people. White straight people.
I don't get it. I don't personally don't get it.
Yeah.
If I've been in relationships with girls whose dad didn't want them dating a black person, that's completely their prerogative.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, right? We almost got cancelled. So I'm just going to be honest.
Hang on.
I'm going to be stiff.
No, hang on.
Can I just
we almost did. But
take the reins off, man. Let me be me.
I want our Christmas special to at least, or I want us to at least get to a Christmas special.
All right, let me just say this.
Oh God.
Right, just being completely honest.
Yeah.
If one of my boys came home and they said, "This is Harold," and I said, "Oh, who's
I'm
Harold?"
sorry. Is your son dating a 70-year-old man?
Oh, we've been ages now.
Yeah. No one's calling their baby. No one had a baby 18 years ago and called it Harold.
Harold is his name, okay? Because then I can't be accused of associating with somebody I know. Because I don't know anybody called Harold.
Yeah.
Okay, so he comes up with Harold and says, this is Harold. I was, oh, so you work together? No. I was like, oh, so... And then he just kisses him on the cheek. This is going to be a part of me that dies inside. I'm just going to be like, oh, okay.
But then
I'm not going to love him any different.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just because...
The initial shock, because everyone's conditioned to sort of think everyone's straight until they're not.
Not even shocked. It's just that I don't see my kids being gay.
Okay, that's interesting.
Now, I wouldn't hate him. He wouldn't be discarded from my house. He wouldn't be not loved. But I'd be
Chasing
like,
the pitchfork.
I'd be gutted coming around here.
Come around here?
Yeah.
Why?
Because people, I know certain people that would say some little jokes at me and be
That's
like,
on them.
and,
That's on
and
them, though,
expect
innit?
me to just take it and just be like,
That's on them.
you funny motherfucker.
That's on them, though, innit? That's
Eh?
on them. That's on them.
No, but it would still be there, and but that's the reality, and that's not say I'm not scared of gay people. I don't hate gay people. Yeah, like a gay. Oh my gosh, it's homophobic. It's not homophobic. It's like a gay person can live forever or die tomorrow. I don't care. Like, do you whatever. But me personally, as it is pertaining to my kids, I would be.
It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. I grew up in a very sort of multicultural and just accept everyone for who they are. As long as, as long as you're not hurting anyone, doing what you do, just do you.
So you wouldn't care at all. You'd just be like, that's cool. That's how we differ. So if you sat next to him and started lipsing up, his boy next to you.
But then I think even if I was out with my son or daughter and they were with either of the parents and started lipsing next to me, I'm like, can you have some fucking respect?
I'd be like, go on, son. Get some.
I just remember when my sister came out, I think she was on the phone to me, she said, oh, I'm coming back for Christmas. I'm going to bring my girlfriend with me. Is that okay? I was like, yeah, it's fine. You haven't got a problem with that? No. Oh, no, we were sat in the car. I was like, no, not at all. Driving in the car. And I was like, so how long have you known you were a dyke then? She was like, you can't use that word! I was like, I'm only joking here. Come on, lighten up.
That's right. That's absolutely fine. That's fine. But I would be the same.
We're definitely getting shut down by that.
I would also but I would also be the same if if I had a daughter and came home with a dude.
What, a part of you die inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's that part of the, yeah.
Yeah, and I'd be like,
shit.
I don't want anybody fucking my kids. Like, regardless of whether it's a man or a woman. I just don't want anybody. If that makes sense. That's what I'm trying to get to the point of, because I think you're misinterpreting that.
I was misinterpreting. The viral video is fucking funny. That guy on his bike.
Yeah.
Hits the
Just
wall.
how pissed he was. But you
not see me?
if he could verbalize it in his language, it would have gone off. But he's like,
see me? And then he's
you
like,
fuck.
and the guy's like, I crashed. You not see me? Is it bleeding? You not see me? You're fucking. Why are you coming fast? Why are you coming fast? It's fucking hilarious. But then, as with anything, we have to take it too far. Who's seen that and gone, it's not even it's not even good or even funny what they've done with it, the whole freestyle.
I haven't seen it, but I can imagine what it's going to be like. We're living in the viral age. Whatever's trending is going to make you popular, it's going to make you famous.
I think everyone now, he ended up on One Extra. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, do a freestyle. And he was talking about opening up his fridge. Well, not open my fridge.
But
No cellar, no jam. It's like, you're not.
So he went on One Extra.
He's been on One Extra.
And so somebody could have been talented has lost the spot because this guy went viral. And this is the society we're living in.
Yeah.
Somebody that had talent and looking for that big break. We ain't gonna have him.
Yeah, but he wasn't looking.
We'll have the guy that was.
But then it's Ferdi's. It's not Ferdi's fault, is it?
No, it's not. Absolutely not his fault.
Mate,
but
if I was changing my wheel in my car and some guy crashed into a bike and I got up and what the fuck are you doing? You not see me?
Are you fucking blind? You can't see me.
I crashed.
You crashed. How you coming fast? Why you fucking coming fast?
But that's the whole discussion. Is society has molded into this. Talent is irrelevant now.
I think people still creep through that talent, don't they?
Where are you seeing that creep through? Because this is a good question. Like, where is it coming through? Talented people will always have their base, but it's behind the scenes, usually underground or some TV program you've never watched.
You'll see something.
something.
If you spent like years honing your craft,
and then you see that. Yeah.
Can you imagine if someone actually had their spot cancelled on One Extra, on was it Reece Parkinson? Reece Parkinson's show, like, fucking go on our show, I'm going to talk about my new fucking single in this. Unfortunately,
That-
we had to cancel it with someone else coming in. And you see that fucking bin man sat there.
This started a while ago. I think one of the platforms that kicked it off the most was X Factor. Because I knew people that had gone to X Factor that could sing, like really sing, and they didn't get past the stage. But then I saw somebody else from rugby.
Don't the kid dragged up by wolves or something?
Yeah, no, but these two guys, dumbass guys from rugby, and they made a video for them because they were that terrible. I'm like, you've invested money and time in this because the talent doesn't matter.
They stopped doing the thing now because they were starting to take advantage of people that were clearly not mentally well, weren't they? X Factor and stuff like that. So that kind of stopped. But if you ended up on there, you had to have a sub story, didn't you? I was brought up by wolves when I was a child, and then run away. What the fuck are you, Mowgli? I was brought up by wolves, and they taught me how to sing. Wolf man. It's fucking bullshit.
And then they play that slow music, and they all push it. It's nonsense.
They're trying to get Christmas number 1, aren't they? Ferdi, why are you coming fast?
Is it going to be any worse than
They didn't even do a funny thing with it. I haven't
from?
seen a full video, but surely if someone's called "Why Are You Coming Fast," you'd do a play on words of
They
some
didn't
guy in
do
bed. Wouldn't you? That's what you do. That's someone fucking little bit in hours. Why are you coming fast? Why are you coming fast? Yeah.
Have they actually tried to make a real song?
They've made yes. I feel sorry for the guy that was riding the bike. What's he got out of this? It's his fucking video. He ain't getting shit. I crashed. Can you imagine if Ferdi had said that he didn't want the recording to go out? Cut the tape.